Good day, crafty chums. It's Nikki here, and welcome to my channel. I'm just going to wait to see if anybody comes and joins me before I actually start anything. So yeah, let's just hang for a little bit. You can fast forward this little bit, you know, until you see any chat come in or whatever. or if none of that happens, you can just watch the video. So I'm just going to hang for a few minutes and just see if anybody comes in. So it's a beautiful day here today, sun shining, but it's very cold. So I've got my heater on, a little oil heater there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's an 8 fin. So it shows you how cold it is. Got the scarf on, got the cup of tea going. So yeah, let's see who will join us today. I've you know that occasionally I do painting, you know, and drawing and things like that. And some of the paintings I do a technique called bokeh or bokeh. I've actually been looking up how to pronounce that, and some people say bokeh, but in Japanese it's bokeh. Something like that. I was listening to a Japanese guy pronounce it. So bokeh. Hi Vicky. Hi Thilda. Long time no see indeed. I hope you're both okay. So yeah, so I was watching these videos and that, and how to pronounce it. Bokeh. The Brits call it bokeh. I used to call it bokeh, but it's bokeh. Depending on which part of Japan you're in, East Coast, West Coast, or something like that, or North, South, or something like that. If you're in one area, you say it bokeh, where it goes up. Otherwise, it's bokeh. So there you go, a la Japanese. So and the meaning of the word is blur, to blur. It's a photographic term, and it means blur. So yeah, so as you know, I do acrylic painting and that, and one of the techniques that I've learned how to do is with the round sponges like that, and or with a brush, and to do the circles. And most people do circles when they do this technique, but I thought I'd do it with a stencil and butterflies. So that's the technique that I'm going to be doing today. Hopefully, if it works out, but I'm not going to do it with acrylics, or I may do it with acrylics. I don't know. Depends on how the first technique. What time is it here? It's 1 p.m. What day are we? Tuesday, and I finished work for the day. Oh. So and Vicky will be a couple of hours behind me, won't you, Vicky? So it's probably, what, 11 or something for Vicky. I thought she was, but we don't know. What time is it with you, Thilda? So yeah, so that's the technique I'm going to try and reproduce. So I'm going to 11:03, yeah. 2 hours behind. But not with circles. So 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, NZT 11:04 NZT. So yeah, so that's the technique I'm going to try, and I'm looking out the window. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. 11:04. Anywho, so I thought I'd do it on one of these colouring sheets as well. That's why I'm not sure whether this technique will work too good on here for what I'm going to try, but we'll give it a go. And if not, I'll just acrylic paint over it and then just do it in acrylics. So I'm going to do it with my distress oxides because I have them and I need to use them. So there you go. Oh yes, and I'll be using a white ink over the top if I can. Do you see that? To get my arm up, I have to go like that. Or I can go like that. That's glue. It's a glue string. So I'll be using some white ink. If it's still juicy, it might have dried up. It's been so long. So yeah. So I'm going to take my scarf off so I don't dangle it in anything good. Roll my sleeves up a little bit. Hide my work uniform. I should take it off really. But I have just really seriously got in with my cup of tea and came and sat down. So yes. And I was just looking for my hair bubble. Hair band. Hair bubble. Put it back and hi Ross. Looks so bright. Yeah, we had rain yesterday. We've had rain this morning. Yesterday morning, this morning, and I think it's forecast for today. And then we've got bright sunshine for the rest of the week. But it's going to be cold still. Honestly, I'm cranked up to high on that bad boy there. And it's right close to me. Don't want to pull it too hard. So how are you, Ross? You good? No frost today. Yeah, we're above freezing, but it's still cold. We had snow overnight, not right down where we are at sea level, but just up in the hills and that. Snow, lots of roads are closed and things. Hi, Pauline. How are you? Yeah, so lots of road closures and things like that. From the snow, as my son, he's on the west coast, and there's only one road out, which is called the Lindis Pass, and that is closed. So he's not going anywhere. Right, okay, so I'm going to put the camera down to the table and see whether it'll stay there, because I haven't got it clipped on or anything. So let's see. I might have to take it all the way down, but oh, just about see it, can't you? Just get my hair tied up. Oh. So yeah, so I was so I've learned to do this technique in acrylic from Cinnamon Cooney, the art Sherpa. Love her work, love watching her, and then this. Although I've done this technique myself, I never realised I was doing a technique until I saw. That's the trouble, you see. I do things and I don't know what it is I'm doing, and then I see other people do it, give it a name, and I think, yeah, that's what I do. So I saw, I watched Nina Ribina's one on a tag that she was doing. So I thought, yeah, I'll do that. Give it a go, have a play. Yeah, this is a colouring in, you know, out of the colouring in books. And who did it come from? Michelle. I think it came from Michelle in my little birthday rack thing. So she meant them to be used as envelopes, but I'm actually going to mixed media them and use them in that way. See, I was going to do tags. I was going to make tags out of the boxes, but I'll leave that for another day. These are my coffee capsules. I allow myself 1 coffee a day, double shot. Jids. In Kiwiland, we do call it jids. In a nice southern man accent. So yeah. So I'd be using that. Ooh. And he'll let double shot once a day in the morning to get me going, ready for work. So I was undecided whether to gesso this first, and because I know I'm going to wet it, and and you'll have to put up with the sound of my heat gun again today, because I am going to wet it, and I want the technique to work, so I am going to dry it as much as I can. I bought this because I thought the paint would come off it. It probably will, but it'll take a lot of work to get the paint off it. But better on this bit of plastic than my desk. So I'm going to choose the colours that I used. These are my little cut-offs from the index cards that I did on Sunday. So I like these two colours together, so I'm going to go with those colours again today. You're on your third coffee. You must be like almost shaking now, Roz. My heart would be palpating, and I'd be feeling like I was very ill if I had 3. Three doubles anyway, because mine are doubles. So I'm just going to get this on and rub it on. Now, very interestingly, when you use distress inks and distress oxides, and you want to keep the colour from running, ranges do a product that seals it onto the page. It's like a glaze, or I think it's called something glaze. And so Nina Ribena, she used a lip balm in a little pot, so like a lip moisturizer in a little pot, and I don't have any of those things. So I'm not going to be able to seal it that way, but I am going to activate it by dropping water on it and then drying it off, and then that should keep the layer from running, the ink from running or activating anymore. So so it will be interesting to see how that works for me. So yeah, so she used Vaseline or a lip. She thinks Vaseline would work, but she used a lip balm, which is like a Vaseline moisturizer. So there you go. Distress glaze, yep. I don't have any of that. Nina Ribena was yeah, that's what she used. She said it worked well. So what I'm going to do is put a layer down. I'm going to activate the layer, and I'm going to seal it, heat seal it with the heat gun. Should I say heat tool? People don't say heat gun, do they? And then I'm going to put a layer over the top as well. Just want to build the layers up a little bit, and then I'm going to try and change the color on it. But we'll see how it works out. And who knows? Yay. Does matte medium work for that? I don't actually know. Shall I give it a go? Because I do have matte medium. We can do a tester. I could do half matte medium, half water and drying. See, because I don't worry about it activating into another layer that I'm using. I just think, it just adds to the layer. But some people don't like to do that. Ross says, no, heat gun. I ate my dinner on lunch on the way home in the car, and now it's repeating on me. oops. See that this is the whole thing, is that this is just playing. This isn't, you know, this isn't creating a work to be sold, so it has to be, you know, the best that you can produce. This is playing with the products you have and seeing what works. So I do have a commission from someone saw the index cards that I made on Sunday, and I now have a commission, and onto a larger canvas, which is nice. So it just goes to show you that if you make things and you just put it out there, just, you know, you don't have to like push it on to anybody, but if you just make something and you just like post it on your page or something, if someone's really interested, then they're going to ask you, aren't they? So I'm like quite happy with that. Fired, so that one's fired brick. I wonder what it was. I haven't got my glasses on yet, look. Because I was being precious when I came on and you saw my face. I didn't put my glasses on. Broken china and abandoned coral. So those are the three that I'm using there. And we're going to divide this in half, and we're going to activate the one side with the water. And I'm going to dab it off, because this will add to this will just add to it as well. So we've activated this side. I don't know whether you can see it really in the camera, but you might be able to see like lighter dots in the circles and that. So the lighter dots is where the water has come up. And we'll just pop on some, that's not matte medium at all, this is matte medium. And we'll just pop this one on this side. And I'll still have to dry off both sides, of course, obviously. So this has made it run, because as I go over like that, I can see on these lighter bits here it's streaked over. Drying just over it doesn't help. You have to activate it first, but I will dry this because I've got to put more colour on top. I'm wanting to put more colour on top, so it will be dried off. You might be able to see this coming up now on the on this one where I've put the water on, which has activated it, and I'm going to heat set it now, and it shouldn't run after that. And this is the gel medium, and as you might be able to see the brush marks where I've gone and it's moved it a little bit, but not huge amounts, you know, not enough to worry a mixed media artist. Right, let's dry it off. Dry them off. So I did explain that bokeh, you know, isn't just circles. It's like blurring an object or the outside of an object, so that your eye focuses in on one thing and the rest is just a blur around it. So if I do anything with these, I have to find something that's a focal point. I would call it successful too. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased to get a commission. But I think, you know, it's like, okay, but now I've got to think about how I'm going to do that on a bigger canvas and what I'm going to use. I've explained to them it won't look exactly the same, but you know, it will look, because it's an original and not a print. But they're quite happy with that, so yeah, and I'm happy too. Just turn off the back a little bit. I couldn't use this as a colour in anything because it sort of like makes my eyes go a bit woohoo. So why not use them in your mixed media, I say. I dances with pit bulls. I've forgotten your name. I do know it. I have heard it, but can't remember. I'm really bad. I'm sorry. So again, I'm going in and laying down the same colour to start with. And then I'm going to have a go at putting on a different colour over the top. So I'm going to do the same thing again that I did first time. So this is like building up the layers again. Rebecca. I get called Carson, I don't mind. Do you actually have pit bulls then, do you, Rebecca? Dances. Yeah, I've got 9. I'm quite happy with the 9 I have. I won't be buying any more, even though I do actually like them because they do blend nicely together. They're like nice and creamy, and they're actually just really nice to work with. Of course, my problem here is I don't know which one of these this is. Okay, I think this was this and that one. Right, yeah. Well, Carson was my cat at the time that that I put my name up as well. So and he's long gone. So yeah, and I've been thinking maybe of changing just to my name, but I don't know. Seems you know, I just can't make myself do it because I love my cat. I loved my cat called Carson, so I can't make myself change it to my name. Weird, isn't it? We're weird. Yeah, I've got lots of distress inks as well. But I don't mind in mixed media. I don't mind when they're run, if I'm using it for a base, and then by the time you've put your Mod Podge on it or whatever, then you've sealed them in anyway. So I prefer to use distress oxides. Maybe it's time to let my distress inks go. Let it go. Yeah. He was a beauty. He was a beauteous cat. The cat I got now, he's a lovely cat. My blind cat. He's lovely. He's gorgeous. I just did that. Did I change it? I did change it. Yeah. He's a gorgeous cat. He's very, very affectionate. Sleeps on the bed with me at night, cuddles in, puts his little arm around me. He's a beauteous cat. Oh, did you? Yeah. Well, Nina Ribena says it's a bit like Vaseline. So don't know where it is. And she used lip balm on the one that I saw her doing. So if you can use a lip balm on it, go for it, I say. But you do have to rub it in and then, I don't know, work it in and then rub over it to take off the top layer, I suppose. Then the Vaseline would be cheaper, wouldn't it? I see people do this and they're putting it in their hands and dropping it on, but I just go for it, man. There's nothing subtle about me. So one of the local craft stores that I spend my money in, my hard-earned cash in, they just got the Tim Holtz glass crafts matte thingies in, but I won't be getting one of those. I think they're just a waste of money. There's not many things that I don't like that Tim's brought out, but some things I think you're best keeping your money in your pocket with. And I think that craft mat thing is one of them. Keep your money in your pocket with that one. That's just me, That's just what I think. I was telling everybody, don't buy them. When they were on about it first go out, I said, no, don't buy them. Waste of money. Oh, knowing you use too much of it, yeah, I'm sure you only have to use a little bit of it. But I've never, I don't have it, so I don't know. But I know that you have to work it in, and then you're got to rub off the rub it, get a clean bit of thing, rub it, get a clean bit. Because I've seen enough people using the glaze. Thanks, Roz. Yeah, they'd be pricey over here in New Zealand and in Australia because, of course, the shipping. It would cost a lot to ship them over because they weigh a lot, apparently, don't they? Or so people have been saying. All right, up there, Vicky. I know that some people are saying they're scratching by using the tool that is made for cleaning off the thing. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what people are saying. But you can go back and look at my videos, and every time that I've discussed it, I've always said don't bother to buy it, even before I knew the scratching thing. See, there's only been a very little shift of colour on the matte medium, and really no shift of colour on the water activated part of it. It's just left you with a nice distressed looking background, and I love that. Of course, it's blended in better on this side, and the colour's held better on this side than this side, but you know, it's okay, isn't it? It's a mixed media background. Anything goes. Mixed media, there are no rules. As I say, the reason why I'm drying it is because I want the technique to work. After last, what was it, Thursday, Eileen and I did our live, and the what I was making, because I didn't bother to dry it properly in between, because Eileen's all saying, "Come on, gotta get a move on." I didn't allow the gesso to. I've got a new gesso, and you really have to let it dry. You can't part dry it and then work on top of it, because it just peeled off. So it's a brand of gesso I've never used before, and you know, some products, although they're the same product, they work in a slightly different way depending on who makes them. So you know, you've got to know the products you work with, so you've got to play with them. The matte medium side didn't do better than the water side. The water side activates it and lifts off, and gives you a lot of extra texture and depth. So this is the water splatter side look, and that's, I wanted to activate the distress oxide and get that beautiful depth and everything in the color there. This side here is the matte medium, and you can see where I put the matte medium on, you can see in the strokes where it's dragged the color through. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I can work on top of it and not have the distress inks bleed into whatever I'm working in on the layer on top. So they both work. This doesn't work as well as this works, and this is the technique that I was going for there. That's what I wanted to happen. I didn't want this to be streaked over the red over into the blue or anything. So, but it won't now. When I work on top of it, it won't bleed into anything that I work on top of it. The test is to do something like put a stencil on, and when I ink it, if it seeps into the ink, then it hasn't set. So that's the real thing, isn't it? Okay, that's not quite dry. I need to dry it because I want to do a color change on top. So let's have a go. Put a different color on top. I've got no magic color changing inks or anything, so I didn't mean that. I meant I just wanted to use a different color on. want to make sure that matte gel medium is dry before I carry on. Okay. Shall we see if I put a fossilized amber on there? We'll see how that works. And I believe this is like the joy of the real joy of distress oxides is the fact that you can do the techniques and then put a lighter color over the top, you know, a translucent color over the top, and you still see it. I mean, look at that. What a fabulous thing, you know, that you can work another color over the top without it bleeding into it. This is groovy, man. Don't you love it? Oh yeah, baby. Fairy Tales, Cards and Crafts. Hello. Didn't see you come in, I'm so sorry. Satu from Finland. Lovely to see you. I think maybe you've been in a live stream of mine before, but I'm not positive. I sometimes sit in other people's live streams and see people come and go. It is lovely, and the fact that you can do that. So again, I'm going to splash it with some water on the one side and use the matte medium on the other side. Half and half. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Sun's going in now, the clouds are coming over, so it might be going to rain again. Don't know whether you can see it's gone darker. Oh yeah, it's moving, definitely moving on this now. Colours moved on the matte medium side. What I'm going to do is keep it over on there, so it doesn't matter. Not that it matters anyway, because this is, you know, this is mixed media. Anything goes, doesn't matter. Everything works. There's no real fail. Look at that. Oh, look, it's almost disappeared on that side. It's gone smeary this side and almost disappeared on that side. It is. It's looking very psychedelic. Just making sure it's dry, and I'll do it again. Lost it there. Well, you can still see it, but it's not as pronounced as it was before. Very bokeh, which means blurry. And I haven't started on that yet. Ay, ay, ay. I only learnt the other day that those big pieces I make of mixed media backgrounds, those really big pieces I make and that I cut down and use in other things like ATCs or the artist trading coins I did, or, you know, inches, twinches, thrinches, and all that stuff I do from the big pieces. I did not know that was called a masterboard until I watched Peg and Chelsea on what are they called? What's their channel called together? It's called I've forgotten what it's called now. Anywho, but anyway, I was watching Chelsea and Peg Robinson on the live stream they do together, and I didn't realise that what I was doing was called a masterboard. Didn't even know it had a name. Amuses me immensely. Does it amuse you? Because it amuses me. I'm actually going to go along this side now and do that there, and then dry it off. Oh, there you go. Now you know. It's like just doing your mixed media background on a large piece of paper to cut up to use in other pieces. But when I first heard they were doing that, I thought it meant something like a dream board, you know. So when I actually clicked on the video to see what they were doing, see what they'd done, so I don't catch the live streams because it's on at totally the wrong time for me. But I usually try and catch their videos after. So I was thinking, you know, they were doing a dream mood board, and they're called a mood board, aren't they? I thought maybe they're going to set up like cut out from magazines, you know, ideas and colours and things like that. Wrong! That was totally the wrong thing. Oh dear, what do I know? Nothing. I know nothing. And you know what? I find that the older I get, the less I know. Oh, man. Does make me laugh. So, the next thing is to make sure that that's dry. Yeah, exactly. Who knew there was a name for it? Right, so when you remember that bokeh is a blurring technique to take your, so that your eye focuses on the focal point. So I don't know where my focal point is going to be here. I might cut it in half and do two smaller pieces. I don't know, but I'm going to use the butterflies, even though I've, you know, mostly when you see this technique, it's done with circles. So we're going to see if we can do it the same thing with butterflies, because that's the way I roll. As I say, normally I do it with these little spongy things that I learned from the art Sherpa. And we'll give it a go. I'm going to use my, this might be dry and there might not be any left. This is a chalk ink, so I'm hoping that it will work well. Sort of kind of like what you need, maybe, or maybe not. Let's see if it's even working at all. Yes, it is, just about. Just see it. So this might take, I think, yes, and I don't know where I got it from now. Can probably come in one of those packs of 4. Yeah, so this is going to take a little bit of work, as this isn't quite as juicy as I thought it was going to be. Let's see. I may have to go and use another colour, as I am positive that I'm not going to get the results with this colour. Shall I go and get a distress ink? Yep, I'm going to get a distress ink. There you go. I'm using my distress inks. Maybe I won't get rid of them after all. But they may have even dried up. Who knows? Let's see if this works. Oh dear, I've just got me Just got the other one all over that then. That wasn't good, was it? Or I may even have to resort to acrylic inks, acrylic paint. The whole point is that it blurs out into the background. And I'm not liking that. So we're going to something else. I'm going to keep going until I find one that works. Let's have a look. See how many like, oh look, how many different kinds of inks I've got there. It may be time to admit that my inks have been around so long that they are getting work. Okay, I'm back in the drawer. Let's go and have a try on some faded jeans, shall we? Before I go to the acrylics. You know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. Oh no, I haven't got a focal image yet. I'll be working on that once I decide whether this will be working or not. And if I don't, then I will just go and do something else. Because I think a lot of it is being able to just change your mind if it's not working out. Blurred. See, blurred. That's the technique you're supposed to be getting for, blurred. Because that's what bokeh means, blurred. So the background is supposed to get all blurry. I will have a nice background. I'm good at backgrounds. Don't ever let anybody tell you any different. I think I do a lot of backgrounds. It does seem to be working. I do like this stencil. If only I knew where I got it from. Yeah, I am quite liking it too. It's turning out better than I imagined. It's a busy background, isn't it? Never mind. It looks particularly nice on this bit here, on the yellow. What that's on the medium side that I actually spritzed afterwards. So so it's standing out much better here than on anything over on this side here. So there you go. Make that of that what you will. Oh, okay, Thilda. Thanks for coming in and chatting. I appreciate it. Good night. Have a good sleep. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm just going over and over and over because it is supposed to be blurred out. So let's just keep going over and over. Layer upon layer. Actually, I may not do many more. Even though I said I would, I don't think I will. Change my mind. Sometimes just, you know, if it looks okay, then it looks okay, doesn't it? Hi, Shelley. Okay, so I'm not going to do any more than that. It looks like certainly does look like a faded out background, doesn't it? I might split it in half where I did the two techniques. So let's have a look. Hands, two dishes can feel soft as you please. Okay. Right, so I'm thinking that that's about it, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm thinking that that's about halfway. That's about half and half. And now I've got to just let that dry a little bit and then look for a focal point to go on it. Or maybe I'll turn them into tags. What do you think? Tags, ATCs, card front. I don't know. Let's give it a dry off a little bit. That's okay, Vicky. What you working on that journal thing again? That 100-page friendship thing? I don't know what's it called. Oh, tags and an ATC. You just want to keep me here for a long time, Pauline. Yeah, thanks. You old butter upper, you. This ended up totally being not what I thought it was going to be to start with. But that's just the way it goes, I find. So I really like the faded jeans on top of the yellow there. So I think that what I'm going to do now is seal this off with, if I can, I'm going to seal it off with the matte medium. Then I'm going to go over it with some more yellow, keeping in the thing there, and then I'm going to stencil some more butterflies over the yellow, because I actually really like that. I like that a lot. So I'm going to brighten this one up because it's actually gone quite dark when you compare to the other, and you look at the background, it's this one's brighter than this one, which is quite dark. So I'm going to change my mind and continue to work on this one, but leave this one here for the moment. Because I'm really liking that there. And I've got time to play, so why not? Why not play? Can someone just pop and get me a cup of tea? Please. Oh wait, there's only me here. Cat, Put on the kettle. Scavenger. If you're enjoying putting it together, that's all that matters, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's just having fun doing what you're doing. If you're not enjoying it anymore, then you should stop doing it, eh? Hi, Susan. Susan in Alabama. What's the weather like in Alabama? I know that they're sweltering in the UK, having a heat wave. Oh, look, Pauline's in Alabama too. Hot. Yeah, Vicky, I've just all my schedules and that have got, you know, my design team schedules and everything have gone to pot. I've really got to get my A into G and get back onto it. I've been MIA for a couple of months now with the house move and, you know, the shoulder and everything else. It's been chaotic, but I'm settling down into a routine at work at last. So I should be able to get back to my design team projects. And of course my shoulder is still takes me out on certain days, but that's just what it is now. And hot, 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 hot. Yeah, there's no air conditioning in the UK, so everybody's just like in bits. Yeah, homes aren't built in the UK with it to have air conditioning in, because it's just unusual to get really hot weather. Yeah, I love the way when you put on different things on top, and then it totally, so you see how that changed the colour again? I got a colour change when I put matte medium on top. Yeah, exactly, Vicky. Exactly. Right. See if this is dry enough now. Huntsville. Are you close then, are you, Susan and Pauline? Because I don't have a clue. 30 to 45 minutes apart. There you go. Within driving distance, eh? Well, I've only found one other person on South Island, New Zealand, and that's Di Kirby, and I think she's something like, I don't know, it'll be something like 6 or 7 hours away. I think she is, something like that. So I'm still waiting to see whether I'll find anyone living close to me. I dream of it. There are other crafters and that around, but you know, none that have sort of like they're all in their own little clique already. So you know, it's no making friends there. You worked for him. Come on over, Susan. I always have a spare bed at mine. I invite everyone over, but I never see anyone. Yes. Oh, I do. They hold in the store that's closest to me. They hold, you know, like scrap, I don't know, craft weekends where they make cards and, you know, do scrapbooking and things like that. And I've tried, but it's like, nah. Yeah, they've all got their little friend they show up with, and that's where they stay with their little friends. So, oh well, you know how it is. Some people get quite jealous about their little friends. So, you know, it's like, ugh. I'm just going to get some gesso there, and I'm going to use it through the stencil, and I'm going to put it through on here. I did put the dark blue butterflies on both my papers. And these have shown up more because I had the matte gel medium on. Matte gel medium was on this one, and this was the one where I did the activating the distress oxides on there with water, drying it off. But now I've just now I went all over it with the matte gel medium, which is totally sealed it off. Then I've gone over with the amber again in distress oxide, and I've activated it with the water. And I was going to go over it over the dark with the dark butterflies again, but I think I might go over it with, how about, oh, I don't know, mix of both. I'll do, I will do gesso on, and yeah, why not do both? Just on that yellow band. Try and find the smaller ones. I'm going to do both. And do you know why? Do you know why I'm going to do both? I'm going to do both because I can. Yeah, the matte gel medium sealed it in, and so it's just the butterflies are just sitting on top of the matte gel medium. It would be the same if you used Mod Podge. Be the same thing, is that the ink would just be sitting on top of that. Haven't done it again. I've used the distress oxide again now, and on here now, and I've just put the water on it, so I've activated the distress oxide with water again. Yeah, they are cool, aren't they? I'm totally liking how it's turning out, even though it's sort of like ended up differently to how I imagined it when I first started it. But sometimes that's just the way it goes, is that you start off with one idea in your head and it just evolves into something different, doesn't it? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Well, my cookie crumbles like that anyway. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, and that's just because Pauline made me hang on. That's why you made it to a live video. Pauline made me hang on. She wasn't ready for me to finish. She said, you can't go yet. Oh, I thought I got that on my worktop then. I'll tell you one thing, what you should do is, when you get in from work, you should take your work clothes off. Put your other stuff on. Oh, look at that. Naughty, how it's that got in it. Thought it got in my arm then, but no, it was a stencil. Yes, yes, yes. Silly me. What was I thinking? Nothing. That's what I was thinking. Nothing. So these are going to be messy gesso ones because I've got messy fingers. Yeah. Now, do you know what? That totally ruins it, that does. So let's see if I can get it off before it dries, eh? Don't like that at all. That was a bad idea. Wear an apron. Do you know I've got one hanging up behind my door? But it's usually my sleeves, you know, that I get into it. You know, if I'm going to get anything dirty, it's going to be my sleeves. Sometimes I just want to craft. That's all I want to do, is I just want to craft. I don't want to do anything else. Yeah, I have actually got an apron dedicated to crafting, given to me by my mother-in-law. And yeah, no mistakes, just happy accidents. I'm happy. So I did manage to brighten that one up a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. A little bit. Just gonna wipe that up. Just gonna wipe it up. I have lots of songs playing in my head today for some reason, and they're just and I don't even know what they are really, because they're just ones I listen to on the radio mindlessly when I'm going to work. It's like, I just put the radio on and listen to the music, and now I've got a certain couple of songs just running through my head. It's driving me crazy. It's cray. Oh, right. Your apron is starting to get stiff and crunchy. Some of my clothes were like that. From grafting, I really should wear that apron. Okay, I think I'm going to make this one into the tag, because overall it's, it's bigger and looks better. So I'm going to make this one into a tag, and I might make these two into ATCs. Okay. Looks like I am going to cut up my coffee boxes then. Just going to open this one up. Okay, come on. Do you know what? I haven't got that much energy at the moment, and I feel like I'm fighting my way out of a paper bag then. That was hard work. Oh man. Let's see if this is going to be wide enough. Just look at that. Woohoo. So I've got these little blanks that I've kept, from chipboard and that. $2.95 for the four. No, 1, 2, 3. I had these four, and they cost me $2.95. I suppose eventually I could go and get a die cut, couldn't I, for a tag? No, die for a tag. Yeah. God. Oh. But it's even got slits there, and I can't get enough energy to rip it. Oh man. Oh, that made me laugh. Might not be making you laugh as it's making me laugh. I think I need a holiday. Don't ask me what I'm doing because I don't know. I just took a long time to decide to do that, didn't I? I'm going to leave this on the back of a tag. I don't know, it just amuses me. There you go. So little things in life. Don't even know what I had this one for now. I have no idea what I did with that I made. These spools. What did I do with that one? I can't even remember. And that's another spool. Blank. There, spool. That whatever it was. Oh, it was a tag. Look, it's got 2 holes in. And then another spool. So, I don't know. Sometimes I have to go back and look at my videos to see what I was doing. Yes, get the distress oxides. If you can afford to buy the distress oxides, then get the distress oxides. I actually prefer them. I prefer the oxides to the distress inks because you can do more with them. If you're only going to buy one, then get the distress inks. Distress oxides, not the distress inks. So yeah. I use distress inks there just because I have them and I'm not using them, so I need to use them. Because what's the point? What's the point? What's the point if you're not using them? Just trying to decide which part of this one to use. I'm going to go there. There, decided. Yeah, I've only got 9 distress oxides and I've left it at that because I'm quite happy with the colours I have. I don't feel that I need to go in and get all the 60, the set of 60. I don't feel I need them. So yeah, if I were you, I'd just go and find which colours you like the best, buy them singly and just make do with that. Don't be tempted to get 60. You don't need 60. unless you're on a design team for Tim Holtz or something, I don't think there's any need for you to have that many, because some of them are so similar in colour, and even though he tries to persuade you that you just need to get that one that fills in the gap, nah, don't do it. You're just wasting your money. Get a couple to play with and have fun with it. Enjoy what you can afford. I ended up with a set of 9, and I actually bought those singly. I did not buy the set. But at the time, it's all that were available that I could find in New Zealand, and that was it. I just decided that I just didn't need any more. You know, I have fun with what I have. 6, there you go. Just find your favourite colours and go with those. What colours make you happy? You can see how the colours work out if you watch Tim's channel and see, you know, when he does the release and everything else. You can see which colours you think you'd prefer anyway. So look at that. Does anybody else have glue that doesn't stick down? That's PVA glue I'm using there, and it's like, doesn't want to stick. It actually horrifies me when I see people on channels and they have to have every single new thing that comes out, and they already have lots of stuff, and they just buy more stuff, you know, and it's like, it horrifies me. It really, really does. It's like, no, I know it's cheaper in America than what we get over here, and and in America you all have coupons, but it's like a disease with some people. I don't understand it. I'll say this, I won't mention the lady's name, but I should have taken that off and not done that, but it doesn't matter. See that? I got a transfer because I had glue on there. I should have turned it over and used the clean side. Anywho, there's a lady that I watch, and I like to watch her because watching her makes me go, oh my goodness, I don't need to be like that. And I don't mean this in a horrible way, because she herself admits she has a shopping problem. But I like to watch her so that I buy with caution, and I'm not just buying something because it's the latest thing to have. You know, you don't need all that product if you're not on a design team for that company to promote their products. It's like, oh no. Hi Eileen. Yes, I'm just having a little bit of fun. Eileen know who's I'm on about, don't you, Eileen? The lady who has lots of stuff. That's lovely. Don't you, Eileen? You know who I'm talking about, who the lady who shan't be named but has got so much stuff. It's filled her whole basement and then goes up her stairs, and she has to, you know, get another room built on for her stuff. And it's like, man. So don't be tempted to buy everything that comes out new. You don't need it. Seriously, you don't need it. And you think of how much she's spent over the years on product, and it's like, oh my goodness, you could have bought yourself 3 houses, a studio complex or something, and rented the houses out, and you'd be a multi-millionaire by now. It's like, oh wow. Yes, and she's still buying. It's very, very sad. But she admits she has a problem herself, you know, but she says it makes her happy, but Does it really? Because she has problems because she can't craft, because she can't get to her desk, because she's also always constantly trying to find new ways to store the stuff, and she's constantly having to go out to, it's a nightmare. She's got herself into a real state over it. You can't help but feel sorry for her. But, you know, don't get tempted. There, that's good, Susan. Yeah, her family's inheritance. It's her own inheritance as well, man. She could have retired ages ago. I don't think it makes her happy, really, because she has to worry about, you know, about storage and what she's going to do, and she could live like 3 or 4 lives and never use everything that she has there. It's like, oh. There's always a substitute. Yeah, but anyway, I keep watching her videos because it just reminds me. It's a gentle reminder not to get that like that. I tell you what, it's so easy to fall into that trap. I think we could all do with reminders to just be careful. You don't need the latest, greatest product. You don't. You buy 1 or 2, you know, like of the distress oxides. As long as you're using them, it's not a waste of money. But if you've got so many, you can't possibly get through them all. And so, oh. I have so many distress inks because I was making lots of cards at one point. So it's for my card making. Yeah. Yeah, just for buying. Some people just can't help themselves, can they? They just, you know, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. Yes, Eileen. Can, even junk and recycling. Yes. Do you know you don't need to hoard all those boxes because you can easily get those boxes again. It's like, oh. Come on, people. Don't need to save 7 million cans when you can just save a couple of cans and then that will be it. But if you're drinking cans all through the week, don't bother saving the cans because you could just drink your drink and you got your can to use. Yeah, having a big sort out. Absolutely. Absolutely. What film did you watch, Eileen? I'm actually going to go around on this one with the faded jeans. Just because I've used it on here, so why not? See how lovely this is all faded into the background, and so even though I went away a little bit from the effect itself, the bokeh, it's still there. So You don't need to do it with just with circles. You can actually do it with, I need a smaller knife, scissors there, just to get that one off. So even though I came off it slightly, what I intended to, it's the technique still worked. Oh, don't you love it? Yeah. Too serious. Yeah, that's when the point where saving one or two things is okay. If you save more than that, it becomes hoarding, and that's when it becomes a huge problem. Huge problem. Wasn't quite dark enough for me with the blue, so I'm going around with some black as well. Okay, now I've got to find my focal point for this one. It's rather cute. I do like it. Have to plan some videos to clean it up. Exactly, Eileen. 30-day plan, 30-day challenge. Right, let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. Okay, I'm still here, don't worry. I'm just looking. I am looking, see what I got. Not a lot. What you got? Not a lot. Okay. Have I got anything really cute? I'm thinking. Hurts when I do that. Let's see if I got butterfly something, shall I? Got some butterfly dies. I can make a butterfly. Butterfly. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? It's cute, isn't it? Did I tell you about my granddaughter and about her going to preschool, PRE school, preschool, and the fact that she didn't realize that it was preschool, PRE, and she called it B school, BEE school, B school. So she doesn't go to preschool, she goes to B school. She's hilarious. Right, let's have a look, see if I can put anything on there. What have I got? What have I got? I have got a couple of things. I've got a little tag there, which doesn't, the colours don't go, or maybe they do go. What do you think? Do they go? Don't they go? Oh. Look. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's have a look what else I've got. Okay. Sure, I must have other things as well. This one here the other day, didn't I? Naff, 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 naff. See, I don't know. I don't really know. Let's have a look. I think I'm liking that one so far. She is cute. She's also a little madam, but then again, you know, aren't they all? Just looking through a bag of stuff. Don't worry. That one, the lady, yeah. Yes, I agree. Just looking. See what else I got. I just wasn't sure whether that was too big on there. And that's too small, isn't it? That will be much too small. Yeah, need something big on there. Look. Did I use that, or did I use something else? I probably used that. Now the next thing I need is words, 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 words. Do you think I need words? Do I need to back her up with a flower? Words, 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 words. I want a flower. Ouch. Do you think I put my little dragonfly on there? I haven't found a place for my dragonfly yet. No, okay. It's just funny. La, 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 la. I'm thinking, guys, because I haven't planned this out. I just came on. When you don't plan it out. Okay, just looking. Looking. Something else. Okay. I'm still here, don't worry. I'm not lost. Not yet. Just trying to find the box with my million flowers in. A million flowers. Not sure the flowers will go though, but we'll have a look. You thought it was nice, perfect, use the dragonfly. Oh dear. You see, the trouble is I haven't got like small flowers. I do, but they're like naff. Niff naff, they are. Niff naff flowers. This is where I have to like work this way around. Look. Oh, talk to me. I'll probably have to go in a minute because I'm flagging. I'm wilting. Like my flowers, I'm wilting a little bit. Okay, it's not too bad. Sort of like goes. The colour sort of goes. Not too bad at all. It's been a while. It's been a while, folks, since I've done flowery anything. Because you know what happens now, don't you? I have to put my stupid glue gun on now. If I can get away using glue without having to get my glue gun on. Let's see, my super glue should do it. Super glue, where are you? I couldn't see you before because I had my background to you. I had my back to you. So I couldn't see the screen. Let's have a look. Let's put this one on here. Super glue it, shall we? Hi, Susan. Oh my goodness, Eileen. Did you see me put gold on my stuff on Sunday? I used gold. You would have been proud of me. Couldn't get the gold to stick, but I still used it. It was like, oh no. Using a gold leaf. Man, it was hilarious. Would see the trouble it gave me. It's like, Eileen, where are you when I need you? Until I get this flipping gold to stick down. Anyway, I used matte gel medium in the end. Stuck it down, stuck that puppy down. Actually, I'm going to rip off that green because it's too bright. It's too bright. But that was the bit with the glue on as well. Can you hear my stomach rumbling? I've eaten dinner as well. Dinner. I've eaten lunch as well. Oh man, I do apologize if you can hear my stomach. Honestly, I'm not hungry. Honest, I'm not. Darn it. It's wet glue. It will take just a little bit for it to dry. Dry, 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 dry. Now, I know everybody tells you to do it in odd numbers. And that's fine. But if you've got OCD, you have to do it in even numbers, all right? I'm just saying. Because I am putting 6 flowers on here. 6, okay? Terry says go potty. Thanks, Terry. Man, I've watched 2 people in the last 2 days, I think, who've had to like leave and go to the toilet. It's like hilarious. And you can actually hear the toilet door going as well. It's like, no, I don't want to hear this. Please, my poor ears. So I've got 6 flowers on there, all right. Count them and weep. Well, I don't care. Now, just going to see if I've got a little saying to go on there, because it will be a little saying, because my word sheet is tiny. It's so tiny I can't find it. It was there because I knew I'd need it, and now it's not there. I'll tell you how frustrating is that. Very. It was just there. I swear to goodness, it was just there. There you go. I can't find it. MG. Now, you see, quite often you can actually pull out words from book paper. I'm a rebel. I am a rebel. Quite often you can pick out words in on a book page and make up a little sentence or something, and that's okay unless you buy the books from the secondhand store that I do, that go up in the secondhand store, and they're usually murder mysteries or thrillers or something like that, and there's lots of swear words and there's lots of nasty things on there. So you have to be careful that that they don't show when you're doing, you know, little mixed media pieces and that, like this. And something like, that's why I cut myself. With grey and saggy skin. Someone is moaning nearby. Lying on this damned iron cot. Something woman tossed her shaggy head over the flat headrest. I mean, really? No, I'm not sure what kind of like sentence I can get out of there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh dear. Okay. Let's just think now. Right, what I usually do is I'm still looking for this thing. This little word page I have. It's teeny tiny. That's why I can't find it, obviously. Talks amongst yourselves while I have a little mini breakdown at my mess in my craft room. Oh, there it is, look. Told you it was tiny. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. These are like not really the kind of words, but never mind. We'll do something, shall we? All right, you're going. Yeah, thank you, Vicky. Thanks for dropping in and staying with me for so long. Good night and keep well. Hope you finish off your scrappy hunty treasure thing. Let's have a look, see the words you share that I want. Every. Every. Every, every. Part of the word there. These are teeny tiny words I may need to get my tweezers out to put these words on. And you won't even see them, but I'll know they're there. And that's the important thing. Just another layer. Oh, no, that's good. I'll change my mind. That's good, isn't it? You can't even see that, can you? Can you read that one? No. I can. So, yep. Now, you don't want me to do the ATC as well, do you? I can save that for another day. I could come back and do that tomorrow. It'll give me a chance to like find something to go on some ATCs. Let's see what that is like. Up there. Down there. Over there. It's all about where you place things, isn't it? For balance, you know, what does it look like for balance? Probably there, across there. Probably across there. You could watch all night. Oh, I'm not sure I could go all night. I'd have to like go back for a cup of tea just to finish off the ATCs. Okay, let's get some magnesium on there. Party pooper. Yeah, I might even have to go potty if I stayed all night. Take no notice of me. When I get tired, then I just get stupid. So you take no notice of me. I can't get it down with my little fat fingers. No, we'll go better there. Come on. There you go. There we go. You're old, you're retired, and you napped all afternoon. Party on. Oh dear. Party at Susan's. Oh. Hello, yeah, there's Tag. You are my everything. Got some sweet little pink roses on there and some little clear acrylic flowers in between their roses. And I think that the little bokeh effect worked quite well. If you want to stare at the screen for a little bit, I can go get a cup of tea and then I can come back and finish. If I'm tired. It's 3:10 in the afternoon. It's 3:10, Tuesday afternoon. I may fall asleep. I don't know. Let's see how big that is. Okay, should we continue on to a couple of ATCs then? Only a couple. A couple of ATCs. And then that would be an index card, but I'll leave that one. I'm not going to do an index card. I'll do this because this will it won't take long. It won't take long to do those as a couple of ATCs. Couple of ATCs. Get some tea and crackers and I'll be okay. Oh, blueberries, lovely. Well, thanks for joining us, Brenda, and I'm glad you caught the live video. It's been fun. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye. Okay, I'm going to make a quick cup of tea and I'll be back. You can talk amongst yourselves while I just go and get myself sorted for round 2. You see, because this cup of tea went cold. I hate cold tea. Tea break, everyone. Go and get yourselves a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and come back in, you know, just get some munchies and we'll be back. Oh, there you go. Well, you're having tea. What are you having for tea, Eileen? Or is that a drink of tea? Oh, wow. Blueberries, frozen jam and pies. I bet it was. Bet it was tasty as. Right, so let's get these glasses back on and have a look. See, I'm still stuck now. What am I going to put on there? I'm going to revert to napkins now because I've got loads of those. So let's do napkins. Napkins. And I know they always make a good focal point, don't they? It's just what you get to put on there. Nope. That's not right. Not at all. Right, I just got to go through my box. Oh, knock, knock. Yes, hello. Hello, come on in. The water's fine. Ooh, look. Naked babies. Oh, cherubs, I mean. There you go. So I'm actually looking for anything with the butterfly on. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? The butterfly, maybe. I can't find a butterfly. It's the hundreds of napkins I was given. And that's a sad day indeed. Oh, I've got some jazzy ones here. What do you think of those? Yeah, see, that's not bad. Oh, I could do a little. Dolphin. Dolphin and butterflies. That's cool, isn't it? Actually, there's a nice little bird there. Might go as well. Mint tea, minty tea. Eileen's got a minty tea. I don't like mint tea personally. Not my fave. Aww. Oh, I could do some cute little gals. Where's those gals go just there? Okay, let's do happy birthday and a bird. No, I mean, let's do the dolphin and the bird. Mint and ginger. I might be able to stick that, but not the mint on it. It's ginger. Who's there? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do you have your sound turned down? Oh, look at these. I didn't even realise. Look at that. Ooh, turtle. Too big. You might have to get them on the index card. might be doing 3. Oh, I like him. Oh, now. Torn. Oh, look at that. I love it. Has anyone been swimming with turtles? I have. Oh, look at that. The sea dragonfly. Seahorse. I don't know why seahorse came out as dragonfly. I have no idea. Nope, none at all. Okay. It's enough procrastinating for now, isn't it? Yeah, let's look, see which bird I want to go on here. Maybe this little one here. I accidentally put flipping almond milk into my cup of tea instead of soy milk. Would you Adam and Eve it? OMG, doesn't taste too nice. I don't like almond milk in my hot drinks. I only like almond milk in my cold drinks. Oh man. I see that I went too quickly when I made that cup of tea, didn't I? Any kind of milk in tea, yuck. It's not really milk. They call it milk, but it's not really milk. I was going to put it on white. I'm hoping I'm not going to lose too much of it on here, but we'll see. Oh, someone's phoning me, are they? Hang on a second. Hello?
Hi, are you at home or you?
Yeah, I'm at home. I'm at home, but I'm doing a live stream.
Okay, don't worry, Stan wants to tell you something, but okay.
She can. Let her tell me something then.
Hey, Stacia, come and tell Nanny what you did.
Hang on, let me get the thing up so I can see. Look, wait.
I want to tell my new kidney and play with my new friends.
Are you?
I played with my new friends out today.
Did you? Didn't you go to B school today?
No, she's going to a new kindy. She's going to. Mummy's had enough.
Oh right.
I can't afford to keep going out to Card Boys.
All right. Okay. So which?
And it's too much. I can't cope.
Okay.
With the quietly and getting her in. So I'm solving my problems, and I'm sending her to the one that then they all remember Josh's family.
Yeah.
So I'm sending the one that Josh's family went to, and good reputation, not a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
So Southbrook School.
Oh right. Okay. Oh well.
Southbrook School.
Yeah.
Like just up the road from me. You know where that is? Like just from my house. Yeah. So I can walk and stay to there. So I won't have to stress every day about doing that, and I can just dump it all in the pram, and I can leave Clive in the pram when I'm gone. So no stress there.
Cool.
I've taken, and they've got the space, and they do 30 hours free, not 20 as well, if I wanted to stick her in longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just got to phone up the other place and pull her out.
Okay.
And she went off and played straight away, not like at the other preschool.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, so that's why her friends, oh my God, I've got friends. They came up to her, and then she's like, oh, I'm a girl, friends. and like there's more girls there as well, so that's good.
Okay.
Okay, say bye to Nanny. Say bye-bye to your Nanny.
Bye, Stage.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness. She always said, when she says goodbye to me, she always goes, bye, Nanny, in a really funny voice. So I have to say bye, Stage, in a really funny voice too. I don't know, it's just a nanny and grandchild, you know, granddaughter thing. Yeah. So even though I've sort of like lost this to the background a little bit, I am going to pull it back when it dries off by doing some painting on there. But yeah, we'll let that dry off a little bit and that will come back. I'll just cut off the excess, I think, while I'm waiting for it to dry a little bit. Oh yeah, so she's going to go to a new preschool. Excellent. It's where her older sister goes to school, so that's awesome. Make it easier for mum. And our fuel has shot up in price over here as well, so, and it's due to go up even more by the end of the year. It's due to go up by 80 more cents by the end of the year. It's already gone up 10, 20, 30 cents in since the beginning of the year. So it would have gone up $1.10 by the end of the year. So you actually can't afford to go out and do anything because you can't afford the fuel. I was going to work on the other one while I let that dry, wasn't I? See, look what chatting does. It makes you forget. Makes you forget. See that butterfly's coming out on its mouth now. So that's why I've got to go over the bird, is because that will knock the butterfly back then underneath where it should be rather than on top where it shouldn't be. Okay, should we just go for a pesky pink butterfly like that one there? What do you think? I think so. Let's do a groovy baby butterfly. It's groovy name. Groovy. Now I'm going to glue this one down onto this white cardstock and then cut it out. Which should be awesome. Just gonna wrap around it. Got my brush in my mouth. Just gonna rip around it to get it on the cardstock. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to go around the edge of this one with some ink. I'm going to do the black and the blue. We're going to do a Distress Ink Faded Jeans, and then we're going to go around in a black after that. Set of 3 today. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 4. Wow. That's a long stream, wasn't it? 4. Must be like really motivated to do it. Okay, let's see how dry this is. So we've got a little bit more drying to do. Sometimes it's best just to let them dry on their own. Yeah, I will. I'll just go around the edges while it's still drying before I go in and do the bit of painting on there that I want to do. It's not painting really, it's drawing. Finishing it off. You're just hanging out with me. I can see I've got 9 people watching, no one talking. Are you all just like crafting along? You're falling asleep? It's, you know, it's not freaky at all that, you know they've got people watching. Yeah, I do as well, Susan. I learn all the time from watching people, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's why I don't think I could ever teach a tutorial, because I'm learning still. 3x5, this is size index cards that I normally do, so this is going to be an index card. When I had a look at it to see if measuring it out, I realized that I could get 2 ATCs and an index card from it. Just rubbed my ear, and I think I may have just got ink all in my ear. Don't do that at home. So even though I've got butterflies here, they're sort of like in the background, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to put a dolphin. I'm going to put a dolphin here. And because I think it's rather nice. And in fact, I may just cover it all over with a little seascape, which I think will be just marvelous. So I'm going to cut that right up to the happy birthday. Just want to cut it just slightly bigger before I put it down. Yeah, that's good. I don't think there's ever a time that I don't watch a video that I won't learn something. Seriously. I haven't been doing this long enough to like, and I think that even people who do it a long time, I think they can still learn, because as new products come out, you've got to learn how to use them. So you didn't tell me what film you watched, Eileen. What film did you watch with Terry? Is he in bed now? 5 hours ahead of us. had dinner. What's going on? Oh, look at that. Lost my butterflies. I didn't seal it first. No, it's sealed. I didn't realise I hadn't sealed it, and I've got water on that brush. So I lost those butterflies on that line there. Oh, hey ho, doesn't matter. That's why I was using the matte gel medium. It's because it's got less water in it. Let that one dry a little bit. May just put it over here to dry a little bit. Actually, so look. Got my heater just behind me, so I've actually just popped it on my heater for a little bit. Don't do that at home, especially if you walk out the room. I think matte gel medium will just be a thicker PVA glue, wouldn't it? Eileen is the one that knows how to make glues and things, or she's the gal to ask. Because I'm the kind that can't be bothered to make gesso, for sure. I always think that maybe it's not quite worth the time, effort, and mess. Yeah, Eileen, what do you think? Eileen's the gal for that. Okay, so I'm just cutting out the butterfly. See, look, she just buys it too. Some things, you know, are worth making, and other things aren't, in my opinion. You should make it. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever be making my own, actually. I've had this pot of matte gel medium, and I've had it a long time now, and it's lasted me ages. So I don't know, sometimes it's worth buying it, sometimes it isn't. Eileen. Pauline. Pauline, where have you hidden Eileen? Pauline. Eileen, Pauline has timed you out. She's hidden you and timed you out for 300 seconds. What'd you do that for, Pauline? Yeah. Jessie's just cornstarch, glue and paint. Yep. Baby powder as well. Some people use baby powder, glue and paint. Pauline, you're a naughty girl. What you done to Eileen? Oh. Sorry, Eileen. Pauline's cat. She got you. Oh no, that is too funny. Oh no. Yeah, you will. You have to name it Nikki or Carson, one or the other. Bad, bad kitty. Bad kitty. Hi, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, Pauline's just sent Eileen to jail. Oh, sorry, Pauline's cat just sent Eileen to jail. I could probably undo it if I went to my laptop and then got it all started. Bad kitty. Hi, Michelle. Bad, bad kitty. What's your cat's name there, Pauline? Have the cat fix it. Oh. Do you hate it when your cats do that? Walk over your either your laptop or whatever. Mine's always doing it. Actually, what he does is when I'm in bed and I've got my laptop and I'm watching some videos, he comes in for a cuddle and slowly inches his way over to the laptop, and then he presses his head on it onto the touchpad, and then all kinds of havoc happens. Dory the cat. That's hilarious, Dory. Yeah, that's good, Anne-Marie. No, you know, you can always get up and get working. So you said we were going to go back to sleep, even if you woke up. Cat dog. She got a little cat dog. Wasn't that a cartoon? Cat dog. I'm sure my kids used to watch something called Cat Dog. Do 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 do. Little cat dog. Oh my goodness! I should. Almost forgot Flipper was on the thing then. They called him Flipper, Flipper, faster than lightning, a little bit frightening, something like that. One eye open and one eye shut. Little tiny kitten toes. Creepy little tippy toe across the little keyboards. Smartphones aren't that smart, are they? They didn't recognise that your cat's paw isn't your finger. 300 seconds was that? Did I see it was 300 seconds? How long is that? 300 seconds. Let's see. Unhide. So unhide her. See if I can get her back. Not sure I can. So I've unhidden you, Eileen. See if you can 3, 6, so 6, 12, 18, 24, 32. So 5 minutes. She's out for 5 minutes. That's a minute. 60 seconds is a minute. Yay! 60 seconds is not an hour, Anne-Marie. You need to go back to bed. Oh, man, it's all happening today. Oh, God, you kids crack me up. Oh, it's the best laugh all day there, Pauline, by Pauline's cat, Dory. Oh, man. See, you got to be so careful when you're moderator. Oh, man, I just stuck my thumb on that. Oh, I ripped up the napkin there. I stuck my thumb on it. Laughing so hard. Sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, God. Anywho, let's get back to it. She cracked me up. Let's see. We're going to bring out little birdie. Little birdie. Little birdie. Let's see. All right. I do have a yellow here, so we'll start bringing around. Start bringing her to the front of the page. Probably a him, isn't it? Nice plumage is probably a he than a she. Females in the bird world tend to be a bit drab. It's Pippi's fault. Yeah, blame the cat. Everybody blames the cat. Let's just move the scissors out of the way. We'll put that one to the side for a minute while we concentrate on these. Yep, it's a Posca pen. I like my Posca pens. If you watch me lots, you'll know I like my Posca pens. I said 5 minutes, told you 5. The cat's trouble, and now we have, as you speak, you have more being born, and she's going to call one Nikki, and she's going to call one Eileen. And then the other one's going to be Pauline. Or Dory. Got a little cat dog. Yes, you're back. We see you, Eileen. You are back. Yes, you're back. She's really huge, is she? How many do you think you're going to have? Little cat mom, cat granny, cat grandma. Right, I'm going back in there with the green. No one wants them. Oh. Well, you'll know if she's woke up yet when she does her video. Oh. Can you take them to the cat's refuge after they're born? Cat refuge, I don't know, SPCA, Cats Protection League, whatever it is where you are. Really, I want only the bird to show up really on that. Oh, yeah. It's the problem, isn't it? I only ever have boy cats, but I always get them fixed. Always, always, always. I'm a good cat mom. Get my boys fixed. So if the girls get out. My cat now is an ex-stud. The one I've got now. Yeah, I could never work in a flipping shelter and that, because I'd have to take every cat home with me. It'd be really difficult for me to work in one. Yeah, there's certain places you know you just can't work. Ooh, look. Looky here. That is fun. Look how fun that one is. Kitten history. Oh, man. You bet. Those girls. Anne-Marie's got a girl. You tell Anne-Marie. You tell Anne-Marie to get her girl fixed before she gets into cat trouble. Those girls. Bring you nothing but heartache. You're drawing on your coffee cup. Excellent. Yep, love dolphins. Pippi is a house cat. It doesn't matter if they're a house cat, because they can still run out the door when you're not paying proper attention. Honestly, escape artists. Oh, thank you, Nairobi. I do know your name, Nairobi, but it's not Nairobi, is it? And I'm subbed to your channel as well, but I can't remember. Not seen Aristi in a while. No, nor me. I don't think she's talking to me at the moment. Shalal. Is it Shalal or Charlal? Shalal. Nairo. But Nairo is fine too. Okay, that's cool. It's like I don't mind being called Carson. Because it's the name of my channel, I don't mind. I think that's how friendships go occasionally, you know. You just sometimes you don't hear from each other for a while. It's like I don't usually bother Eileen at weekends, so that she can just like relax with her family. Yeah. It's crazy. Do you know, it's crazy how this has turned out. Just like, I'm quite shocked actually. How it went from how I started it to how it's finished up. It is quite cute, isn't it? Okay. Oh, well. This dolphin is happy to see his friends out and about. It's quite cute, isn't he? Here's your cutie pie. Yeah, when one of you work and the other one doesn't, you gotta let the working one have that space. Yeah. Seahorses are amazing creatures, aren't they? Well, dolphins are too, but you know, seahorses, especially the males, carrying the babes. I'm not going to do too much else to the others. I mean, I just think that that's lovely on its own. Well, your mate Sammy then definitely wouldn't want to be doing anything until her days off. Sometimes when you work long shifts, you can't even think, can you? So, Eileen, are you behind in the conversation there? Are you 5 minutes behind after Pauline's cat got you? Oh dear. I think Eileen's a little bit behind in the conversation. Naughty Dory. I'm going to put on this one, right? I'm going to put on here, Naughty Dory. I don't know, I just like that. There we go. It's the backgrounds, you know, coming through on there that makes it like really nice. I like it a lot. She put Dory in timeout. Naughty Dory. How's she doing that to Eileen? Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty Dory. Okay, right. Now let's go back to this one here. So we got the tag. We got that, and I just need to finish this one off, don't I? Thank you, Pauline. I just got to finish this one because these didn't really go. In the end, they did not go. No. So let's have a look. Wasn't in keeping. Not at all. Tell you what I should do is find some tissue paper. Tissue paper. We're almost on the last one, kids. Don't you worry. Ooh, hang on. Hang on. What do we got here? Shall we put on one of the haughty ladies or one of these? What have I got left? Didn't realise I still had these left. No, of course not. I don't know why I do this when I can draw faces. But sometimes it's just fun to do it, isn't it? Of course it is. I think you got your money's worth out of me today, ladies. Yeah. This is good though, because quite often when I do some of these mixed media things, I actually turn them into cards, and I don't mean just take that and put it onto a card. What I mean is if it's my original, if it's my work, then I couldn't do that because that's a napkin, you know, it's like a pure napkin thing. I won't be able to do that. But if it's my work, then I scan it in onto the computer and then I print it out onto card to make a greetings card. So while I'm doing all the mixed media and think, you know, what do you do that for? Well, actually, and also I told you the one that I did on Sunday on the index card resulted in a commission for me to do it on a canvas, you know, to upscale it, do it bigger onto a canvas. So, you know, while you're working through all these things, it's it can turn into something else for you as well. So it's nice. Don't give up. Don't stop doing it. You know, and don't be scared to put your pictures out there, because you never know what you'll get from it. Woohoo! Subbing, girls are subbing. Yeah, don't be afraid to put it out there. Take that scrap off there. Geez, Louise. I need to clean my brushes after I finish. They've been in the water for a little while. Let's hope that wasn't a good brush. No, it wasn't. That's okay. I thought I left one of my watercolor brushes in there then. Oh, promised myself a little while ago I'd stop doing that, didn't I? Didn't I? I did. See, I broke my promise to myself. Stop leaving my brushes in the water. This one disintegrated on me at the bottom, but I'm not worried. Just pick that bit off. Just fled into nothing. Yay! Eileen thinks she's still behind. She'll never forgive you, Pauline. Oh, right, no, she'll never forgive Dory. Didn't mean to do that on her. Trying to do it sketchy. Didn't quite take my hand off the page. Oh, right. Skull and Bones. And an anime. Anime. I love them. I absolutely love them. Posca pens are my favorites. I adore them. I love working with them in mixed media. It's like, you know, and you get different nib sizes. You can get different nib sizes as well. I've got a pen nib black, but I think it's just run out. So I went to get another pen nib and couldn't get one, but that was the smallest black I could get. But I've got the white there. Sorry. So yeah, I've got thin and thick. And let's see, and this is a pen nib, Posca. It's got a really, really fine nib on it, and it probably isn't going to show on there, is it? It's a really, really, really fine nib. And then that's probably the next finest you can get. One is actually finer than the other. I love them. I wouldn't, in mixed media work, I wouldn't be without them. So, you know, absolutely my favorite things to play with. I started off with just getting the black and white, then I got the red and the blue, and then I've got the yellow and the green. So I've you know, taken it from just having the two to having a couple more. So yeah, I started with white and black and just progressed. There's you know, just one pen at a time. I love them. I really, really do. They're great, you know, they're great for highlighting and bringing things out of the backgrounds forwards, and yeah, just love them. And of course, the other thing that I really like, as well as the Posca pens, if you can get hold of one, is the Pit pen, the grey one, which is the one that when I want to pop things out as well, is I go around them with the I don't know whether you can see around the dolphin, but I use this one around the outside of the dolphin. I did it in black first and then went round in grey to give him the little shadow, which just helps him pop off the background too. Yep. So this one here is called, don't know whether you can actually see it on there. This one here, which is the really small one, is called a pin type. It's a pin type nib. It's got a little metal end with the little nib on the end. And I believe that's the smallest one you can get. And this is quite a small one as well. And that one is 0.7 millimeter. And then you get the is this 0.7 as well? This is a this is a 0.7 as well, which is a small one. And then this one is a 1.8 millimeter, 1.8 to 2.5 it says millimeter, so it's quite a thicker one. So this just adds shadow and you know, brings things out off the background too. You can do it with the watercolor pencils, but I know the Stabilo All is a really good watercolor graphite watercolor to have to do this, but you can do it with the Pitt pen as well. So it's just that the Pitt pen doesn't smudge on all surfaces. Yeah, you're welcome. Tell you what you do get though is after you use them is mucky hands because of all the smudging and things you do with them. Just playing. I've gone very quiet then, haven't I? No, we don't. Well, no. What we have is we have a couple of craft stores, but they're like Michael's, but they're not really. So one of them would be Spotlight stores because they is that they sell bedding and towels and bedding, towels, material, curtains, blinds, and craft stuff. But they won't be like Michael's because you can't use coupons in, or anything in there. Occasionally they'll have a sale, but nothing like money off coupons like Michael's. Okay, thanks, Anne-Marie. Thanks for joining me today. Glad to see you're up so early. She's got to go and tell everyone that she got up early again today. Okay, so once these two have dried off properly, then I'll glue them onto some cardstock just to stiffen them up a bit more, because of course they're still just the colouring sheet out of a doodle book colouring, adult colouring book. So so I just got to wait till they dry properly, and then I can glue them down onto something a little bit thicker because they're still very flimsy at the moment. And this one will go into my index card album with the others. So yeah. So my very short make today came out to be a longer make, but I'm quite pleased with that because I did, you know, get to do a nice few things more than I intended, and it was really nice to spend the afternoon with you, because it has been an afternoon, because I started at 1. 3.5 hours. This is my longest one yet. Yeah. Night, Eileen. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So I'm going now as well. Thanks, Shelley. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining me, because you were here a long time too. Time to go. Going to get some dinner. Oh, thank you, Susan. I appreciate you watching too. Night, Eileen. Say night to Terry and the girls and the dogs and Tia and the cat. Oh. So thanks, Susan. I mean, it was nice for you to make me stay on longer. See, I could do it. I didn't think I had the stamina for it, but I did. There you go. Oh, just go in now. Hello, goodbye. Isn't that always the way? Good night, everybody. Thanks for popping in. And thanks for staying with me all the way through. If you stayed with me all the way through, or if you just stayed halfway through, I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. It was great company today. We had a laugh. Well, I had a laugh. I don't know whether anybody else did, but I did. Thanks for spending the afternoon with me. It was great fun. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Bye.